Hello, everyone. My name is Cyberprime, and welcome to more Clickhole. We're
The court
back.
of law.
We're in the content cabin, and we're here to do another. What is it called? We're here to do another quiz, and I can hear myself twice, so you
Okay.
get to hear me twice, viewers. But
So nice, I had to do it twice.
I
I just
don't.
realized that.
Oh,
uh,
David,
but David is
speak
here,
again. You seem
and
different.
Yes.
Oh,
oh my
the
God!
beautiful new audio quality.
Yeah, don't shit
It
your pants,
breaks my
alright?
eardrums.
The way
David has gotten
Cyber's
a new
schedule
microphone.
is, a lot of the videos that are going to be going up will still have my old microphone, so don't get too
Mm-hmm.
excited.
For the next year.
But this
Probably.
he jokes, but it is true. But still, you
Yeah.
get to listen to this beautiful video that we're doing today with that. I keep saying 4K, 4K
With this
audio, but
good
4K
quality
audio isn't a
voice.
thing.
Sneak peek of things to come in many respects.
Yeah, you
But
can
as
really
you
hear
may be able
Dave's
to
beautiful
tell
voice.
from
Big
the
Bird!
I'm
thumbnail
yawning.
or from the title, I don't exactly know how it's going to be worded, but today's quiz that I will be reading out and the other two will
It's
be
not a quiz.
reacting to
It is
is:
a murder trial.
can you teach Big Bird to act appropriately in court during his upcoming murder trial? Now, when I read this for the first time, I thought of instantly the two most people that were most qualified in courtroom, in law, the people that I thought would be able to.
Fortunately, they were busy.
Uh, that's a goddamn. Finished my joke, but so
They
I
don't
had to
call
Not
resort.
even
me
anything.
I had to resort to these
turtle
two
guy,
guys. So
attorney of law.
Well,
let's
not
get
only
right
did I
into
get
it,
a new
shall we?
microphone, I got a new degree in law
Oh,
from a local community college. I walked in, I said, yes, I would like a law degree, please. And they said, that'll be 25 cent. And I realized I was, in fact, in a charity shop buying
ah,
used Calvin Klein underwear. But I framed them regardless. So my law degree is on the wall. It is a framed
right.
pair of Calvin Klein
Well,
underwear, and I think I found a pube in them. And
I dare
now,
say,
It's the signature.
uh, first things first, I didn't realize Big Bird was a man. So
Big
that's
Bird
news
is a
to me.
man in the. Little fun fact.
No.
I'm actually overqualified because I know everything there is to know about Muppets, Puppets, and Sesame Street. I believe, or I'm at least 97% sure, Big Bird was originally voiced by a woman.
Right, well, here's the thing. You said you knew everything there was to know, and now you're giving me percentages, so shut up. Um,
So,
Here's what
will
I'm
we?
thinking.
Okay, carry on.
Yeah, you know
Let's
what? Let's
get
get
this
into
bird
it.
uh, lethal
Up out of the
Yeah.
injection.
nest. Let's fly. Oh,
Oh
right.
wait. Could I make a request for Eddie to do randomly in the video? It's probably impossible to do, but anyway, I'm gonna make the request anyway, and he's just gonna flash up a
Just
no.
cut it out if you can't do it.
Yeah, you know that Big Bird meme where he smashes through the door?
Yeah.
I want
That's
that.
how he
Just
arrives at court.
randomly. Yeah.
Just kicks in every door he comes across. Oh man.
Every question, it plays.
Dun. Okay,
Your
anyway,
All right.
Honor.
here's some
Dun
context,
dun
okay?
dun dun dun
You two are his,
dun.
like, attorneys at law. You're sitting beside him. But Big
Who's
Bird is some
prosecuting
kind
him?
of huge chicken who might have recently killed a person. He has to appear in court
Okay.
next week to stand trial for murder. Unfortunately, Big Bird has no idea how you're supposed to behave in court, and if left to his
Fuck's
own
sake, Big
devices,
Bird.
he will cause lots of problems for himself. He needs some coaching. Can you teach Big Bird to act
Alright.
appropriately? Take this quiz to
Listen, Big
find out.
Bird, I told you not to kill Mr. Hooper, or at least make it look like an accident, you dumb fucking Big Bird.
I don't know who that is. But anyway, right off the bat, it's important to know that Big Bird is accused of killing an ambassador from the French consulate in New York City. The man was discovered
Okay.
disemboweled and a huge pile of big yellow feathers was found next to the body along with the words Bag Bird written in blood. How would you advise Big Bird to explain away this evidence? Number one, would you instruct Big Bird to tell the jury that the feathers probably came from Grover?
No,
Number
bad
two,
idea.
Good idea.
sounds like we've got a killer named Bagbird on the loose. I tell Big Bird to tell the police to go look for Bagbird.
That killer Bag Bird, though.
Number three, I would instruct Big Bird to tell the jury that the feathers are his, but he found the French ambassador after he was already dead and tried to bring him back to life by dumping a pile of feathers on him. And number four, Lots of people shed big piles of yellow feathers when they're killing people. This could have come from anyone. I'd tell Big Bird just to ignore it. So, what do you think
At
out of those
first,
options?
I was a big fan of option 2. I'm voting for option 3.
Oh, okay. What do you think,
Big
David?
Bird lifesaver.
I liked option 2.
Okay, so
Well,
eeny,
I
meeny,
liked
miny,
option
moe.
2 as well, so let's go for option
Okay, well,
2.
we're going
Good.
with option 2. All right. One thing that's
There's no
important.
tiebreaker vote here,
Well, we
so
can get Eddie if we need to. But
yeah, I guess.
Well, no, wait, we have 3 people. How is there going to be a tie? Or
Well,
is Cyberprime just... Well, we didn't really give you a choice in that last question, but...
nope. But anyway, one thing that's important to know about Big Bird is that he's obsessed with teaching lessons. This makes him a good fit on
He
Sesame
is?
Street, but when he's not on Sesame Street, he carries around a trash bag filled with a large assortment of spiders, cockroaches, and other insects whom he refers to as his students. Periodically, Big Bird will open up the trash bag filled with bugs and shout educational things into it, like, "The letter J is coming to kill me," or, "French is just Spanish spoken in a deeper voice." If he pulls this shit in front of a jury, it's not going to win him any goodwill. How would you discourage this behavior? First of all, that French and wrong is just completely,
Wait,
it's
I
completely
have
wrong.
another fun fact. There is a
Okay.
video on YouTube, I think it's done by Variety Fair, where they make Big Bird do a lie detector
I
test.
think you might be thinking of
Um,
Vanity Fair, but yeah.
sorry. Where Big Bird
I
does a
thought
lie
you of all people would
detector
know because you're vain.
test. Yeah. Well, I would check that out. Cookie Monster lands some great question on the fucking Big Bird. Also, there's an autocomplete interview, which is also quite funny.
Okay. Well,
Right, well, this isn't going to help us get him off for the murder of a Frenchman, so
Well, I mean, we have
pipe
proof
down.
that he did a lie detector test.
You can't just go, oh, listen, I know he, murdered this man, but
but watch
wouldn't it be
this.
funny on that Variety Fair video? Fuck.
But
That'll
anyway,
distract the jury so that I can sneak him out the back.
here are the options on how to stop him from shouting educational things into his trash bag. Number 1. I would tell Big Bird that the bugs and spiders in his trash bag already know everything and are professors at Harvard, so there's no need to continue teaching them stuff. Number 2. I would donate the bag of bugs and spiders. Tell Big Bird that his students join. That may need to be cut. Number 3. I would drop a calculator in the trash bag and tell Big Bird that the bugs and spiders are learning math from the calculator, so his services are no longer necessary. Or number 4. I'd actually let Big Bird keep yelling lessons at the bugs. Maybe a few jury members also like to carry around a big bag of insects and teach them things, so they'll find Big Bird more relatable.
I quite like
Well, you
option
see,
4.
yeah. I quite like option 3, but option 4 is good too. Part of me wanted to pick option 2 just to fuck with the edit.
Yeah, I really wanted to pick option 2,
Stop
but
picking option
we're not
2.
allowed.
Well, if you want, I can pick it, but then Eddie will just blur everything, so no one will ever know.
Okay, I pick
Oh.
option 2 then, but only we can know. Look
Okay,
up
yes.
this
Only
quiz
we
to find
know?
out.
Yeah.
All I'm
Actually, yeah.
saying is,
Send us a crisp $20 bill, and we'll send you back the answer.
just say is twice and also incorrectly.
Okay. According to Big Bird, his alibi for where he was at the time of the murder was that he was looking at Elmo. Elmo cannot confirm whether or not this is true because he says that on the night of the
Well,
murder he
Elmo
was
was
in an
asleep.
unconscious trance-like state brought on by the music of Frank Zappa. So Elmo has no memories of what happened that night. How would you suggest Big Bird alter his alibi? Number 1. I would urge Big Bird to include more specific details in his alibi, such as where he was looking at Elmo and what Elmo was doing while Big Bird looked at him. Number 2. I would urge Big Bird to include more specific details in his alibi, such as whether or not he was looking at Elmo in the dark or looking at Elmo from far away.
Well, clearly, there's an option here that I've figured out.
Number 3. I would tell Big Bird to change his alibi from looking at Elmo to staring at Elmo. Or, number 4.
Starting to piece it together.
I would tell Big Bird that any alibi he says is fine as long as he whispers it. What?
Okay. Well, you see, the big problem here is that Elmo in the Sesame Street universe is always going to be a child, so that's not great. But clearly, what's happening here is Elmo
Yeah, he's
is
6.
quotation marks asleep. 6.
Elmo
So we
never
say.
sleeps.
Elmo was doing some dodgy shit in his room, and Big Bird saw the whole thing. But it's just a whole fucking circle of bribery, really. But yeah.
So,
Hmm.
so which one do you want?
I'm leaning towards staring at Elmo. Option 3. You know
What
what,
was the
David?
last
What
one?
one?
I would tell Big Bird that any alibi he says is fine as long as he whispers it.
Hmm.
Hmm.
What was the second one?
I would urge Big Bird to
ISIS.
include more specific. I would include Big Bird to. I would urge Big Bird to include more specific details in his alibi, such as whether or not he was looking at Elmo in the dark or looking at Elmo from far away.
I like that one.
Hmm. We keep
'Cause to me,
taking
it's
option
like-
2.
We get the affirmative grunts from Turtle Guy, and that's all I need.
Yeah, Turtle Guy's like a giant Russian man, which is ironic because he's neither of those things in real life.
How
Yeah,
do you
he's-
know? You've never met me.
I'm looking at you right now.
Bum,
Elmo.
bum, bum.
That's unnerving.
In
Listen,
many respects, I am
only
like the
wear
Big
the
Bird of
Elmo
this group.
costume on weekdays.
And then Turtle Guy's very much our Elmo. Which of course leaves Cyber as our Bert.
I am
and Ernie.
green. Elmo's not
I'll
green. Get the
take
fuck
that.
out of here.
When Big Bird is in a large group of people, such as a courtroom, he likes to perform what he calls his special trick. To perform his special trick, Big Bird lays an egg on the floor and sits on it for about 15 minutes. Then the egg hatches and a human arm crawls out. Big Bird picks up the human arm and uses it to slap people in the face. Big Bird's special trick is disgusting and violent, and he should not do it in court. How would you discourage Big Bird from doing his special trick during his murder trial? Number 1.
I
Fucking
wouldn't.
fire.
He
I'd allow him to
wouldn't.
do it. No, I'd let him do it.
Number
It's
1.
funnier.
I would have Big Bird sterilized by a veterinarian or a car mechanic in order to make sure he can't lay any eggs in court.
Car mechanic.
I don't know.
Overqualified.
I would tell Big Bird that everyone in the room has already seen Gordon Ramsay do a similar trick in an episode of MasterChef, so if he does it, nobody will be impressed. Number 3, I would tell Big Bird he can make money if he sells his eggs on Craigslist and he's just wasting them by doing a special trick for free.
Oh.
Or number 4, Big Bird's special trick actually sounds really impressive. I would let him go for it. Maybe it will make the jury stand up and cheer.
Number
That's the
3,
one I'd
Craigslist.
pick. Oh, okay.
Number 4?
Yeah,
Okay.
I already said before I want him to do the trick, but
You know what, David clearly put what he wanted. Cards on the table. We'll
Okay.
give him option 4.
my law degree's really paying off. Those Calvin Klein jockers.
Yeah, well,
Oh, the
one
pube
of
just
these
fell off
days,
into my
my-
mouth. Okay.
No.
my immense knowledge of
Why is it
Sesame
hanging
Street and the
directly above
Muppets.
you on the ceiling? Oh.
Um, I like to look at it.
Sexual purposes.
Basically.
One of Big Bird's most serious problems is that he can't tell the difference between himself and other birds. If he sees a regular-sized bird like a pigeon or something, he points at it and says, "That's me. There I am." Then he will try to eat the smaller bird while mumbling, "It's me. I have to eat him." It's deeply unnerving to witness, and if some kind of bird flew past the window of the courtroom during his murder trial, he would definitely alienate the jury with his bizarre behavior. What steps would you take to ensure this doesn't happen?
Blindfold.
Number
Cut
1.
his eyes out.
I would stand outside the courtroom with a tennis racket to swat away any birds that get close. Number 2.
No.
I would explain to Big Bird that he is the only Big Bird, and I would prove this by eating a family-sized bucket of KFC in front of him and showing him how when I eat the chicken, nothing bad actually happens to him because he is not other birds. Number 3. If a bird gets into the courtroom, I will put a name tag on it saying, "Hello, my name is Reggie." So that when Big Bird sees the regular-sized bird, he'll say,
Reggie,
"I thought that bird
former
was me."
Nintendo boss?
But it's Reggie.
Is that you?
That's right. But now I've got to play my Nintendo Switch. No, but anyway,
And he's
number
just
4.
there playing Pikmin 3.
But
That's
number
all I've got time for. I'm gonna get back to defending Big Bird in
Big
court
Bird
on my
during
Nintendo
his murder
3DS.
trial.
Can't wait to jump off the battle bus and fucking die.
Number 4. Big Bird is right. Those birds are Big Bird. Every bird is Big Bird. Now, which
I feel
would
like
you-
those answers were written by Big Bird.
Yeah.
I mean, it
But
could
I
be a
do
plot
quite
twist at
like
the end of it.
option
I don't
2.
know.
I want to go with the tennis racket one, but I'll go with whatever turtle guy picks.
I
Turtle guy,
like the
which do you pick?
KFC one, but I hate picking
Let's
other
do the
Okay, we're
ones.
KFC
going.
one
It feels
then.
overdone.
There's only one option for the next one. Just a heads up,
Oh,
every so often, Big Bird's eyes will roll into the back of his head and he'll scream, "Today's lesson was brought to you by the number 8." And then a 50-foot tall marble statue of the number 8 will emerge from the ground, destroying everything in its path. There's no way to
well,
stop
that
this from
gets rid of the
happening.
jury.
Oh,
The only option is I'll
This
make
is
a
why
note
you
of that.
don't make deals with the devil.
That
oh
that's
my god.
that's quite funny. Okay. Next thing. Okay, one last thing. Cookie Monster recently told Big Bird about the crucifixion of Jesus
no.
Christ. And now Big
Oh
Bird is
no.
very
Right.
afraid of hammers. When the judge bangs his gavel, Big Bird is probably going to shoot ink out of his ink sac directly into the judge's face as an unconscious defense mechanism. How would you prepare Big Bird so that he's not afraid of the gavel sound? Number 1, I would make Big Bird wear a pair of earmuffs in court so he cannot hear the gavel sound. Number 2,
No.
I would tell Big Bird that the Cookie Monster was lying and that the Romans never crucified Jesus. I would tell him Jesus passed away at the age of 63 because he accidentally inhaled his own beard in his sleep and suffocated. Number 3, I would give Big Bird immersion therapy by showing him pictures of hammers for 12 continuous hours prior to his appearance in court. Or number 4, look, it's entirely possible that the judge is going to use his gavel to crucify Big Bird. He has every right to be afraid.
I didn't quite like the just calling out Cookie Monster as a liar, but I did quite like option 4. David, what you feeling?
I like option 4 a lot because it's true.
Alright, oh, we get to see the end of it
Never
now.
trusted.
Nice job! According to this quiz, you'd be
Oh.
really good at teaching Big Bird to act appropriately in court during his upcoming murder trial. Obviously,
Nice.
there's nothing
Good
anyone
job.
can do to make Big Bird totally normal, but with you but with you by his side, he's got a real
Blech.
shot to beat this murder rap. Congratulations.
Good.
I'm assuming
Nice.
he did it then.
Thanks, yeah. Well, obviously he did it. Jesus Christ, listening to all that fucking shit. Clearly he did it, but listen,
I mean,
we
yeah,
are,
there was
we
never
are,
listen. There was never any doubt in anyone's mind that he did it. Be clear.
yeah.
I
But listen, it's
didn't
not
know.
our job to say whether or not he didn't. Listen, it clearly said, very clearly on the job description, that we had to make him, we had to teach him what right from wrong,
Yes,
and we had to do great things.
you kind of did that.
Nothing else was mentioned. Yeah, we did. We got the big A plus
Oh,
on
we
the
did it.
quiz. Yeah, we didn't have to get him away with murder. He's a fucking bird. He doesn't even have an address. He lives in Big Bird's nest at 123 Sesame. He's basically a squatter. Well, he's homeless.
Yes. This
Well,
is all
okay.
true.
Yes,
However,
Plus,
apparently.
he's all. Okay, you know what? I finally.
what's
This is
more
my Sesame
important?
Street big fat.
This was an interesting murder trial.
He has an imaginary friend. So clearly, Big Bird is high on drugs, tripping out, seeing things. Also, he talks to children, monsters, and fucking a fucking vampire.
I talk to children, monsters, and vampires all the time. I've never killed anyone.
Yeah, but that's because you're not a big fucking bird.
How do you know?
Bam,
I've
bam,
Point the
seen you.
finger. Who
bam.
Listen,
cares?
you got some weird bird legs, true enough. But still, innocent man.
Well, my legs have been attacked.
Oof.
Yeah, by me.
I see why Big Bird kills people now.
Oh no.
Makes sense though.
No,
All
but
right,
here's the
there
thing
we
about Big
go.
Bird.
Order
He
in my
did commit
court.
the murder.
He committed
However,
several murders.
That's not the worst crime he's ever committed.
Oh.
Tell
He's a
me
man
more. Tell me
of
more.
many crimes. Murder
Apart
was
from
only the
Desmond
tip of
Moore?
the iceberg.
Murder, murder,
There's a
murder.
conspiracy within Big Bird. I fear it might go all the way to the top.
Uh,
That's
Jim
right.
Henson?
Bert and Ernie. I mean, yeah, Jim Henson. He's the one who killed this person.
Oh my
Dressed as
god.
Big Bird. Oh my god, Big
So it
Bird.
was an inside
I'm
job?
sorry, I know too much. Big Bird's kicking my
Oh, no.
door in as we speak.
Oh no!
Big Bird, no.
No!
No. Big Bird.
No! Goodbye and roll
Pecking
out!
my eyes out. He's pecking my eyes out. My eyes. I'm blind. He just left. He left and I'm blind.
Oh,
Oh. Well, that was
just make
slightly
sure
anticlimactic.
bloody Bert O'Reilly doesn't.
It was
come
very
see us.
anticlimactic. I would have preferred he killed me or gutted me or something. He just took my eyes and left.
Well, listen, you say that, you know, you're a little afraid of Big Bird, Bert and Ernie. Grover, he's the man to watch.
Grover. Does that say fuck vegetable?
Grover has cursed
Indeed it
before,
does.
Grover is
Is that
meant
a
in many
teaser
respects
for the-
a fuck vegetable.
But anyway, guys,
Anyway,
that has been I don't know what that's been. That's been the spiritual successor to horses. It's been
what about ducks?
oh well, yeah,
Gooses.
there was Goose Patrol as well.
Ganders.
I was thinking. But if you like this and you like this type of
Goose
video, let us know
Patrol.
down below,
More
and we
like
will be able to do more gladly.
Sheep Patrol.
But I don't know what you're implying.
Well, you said it was censored out. I would hope that someone put a nice little subtle beep under the horrible profanity that I just said, and
Oh.
I will not be repeating.
Okay.
Swedish chef, Swedish
Well,
chef.
Thank you all so much for watching. Go check out
I think
David
that's
and Turtle Guy.
sequel
Support them.
material.
And
Sequel?
yeah,
Don't piss Big Bird off.
don't, or
Yeah,
he'll
he'll
kick in your
fucking-
door and disembowel you apparently. But yeah,
Big Bird's back.
no,
He's running
no.
up the stairs. I can hear him. He's in my house. He's in my fucking house. Okay.
Kermit, no! Don't jump
Hold on.
off that building.
What?
Okay, I'm hiding in my wardrobe. Here's the
Okay,
thing, guys. Big Bird's outside. He's... Hold on.
Okay.
Big Bird just swung open my door. He's pecking my eyes out again. My
Oh,
eyes grew
no,
back
not
successfully
again.
and now they're going again.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm blind
Well, as
again.
long as he doesn't take your law degree,
Listen,
everything will
as
be
long
fine.
as we.
Wait,
Oh
hang
no!
Hang on, my eyes are
Fucking
returning
gone.
back. My law degree's gone. The
Oh,
only thing I have
no!
left is a
No.
pube in my mouth.
Oh no.
Nice.
Okay, I got
Alright.
it out.
Clearly, there's only one way to solve this. End the video, and we need to kill Big Bird and or David.
All
Yeah,
right.
but cut the part out where we said we were gonna. Wait, hang on, me? What?
Yep. For the greater good.
Goodbye and roll out. Apparently.
I'm dead.
Hello,
Yeah,
Dad.
don't worry, we'll bring
I'm
you back to
Cyber.
life. Hey, Cyber.
Now I just wish I was dead.
I'm an oncoming locomotive.
Hello. Hello, oncoming locomotive.
No time to say hello. Choo choo.
I'm Cyber.
I wish
You're
I would
fucking
say
dead is
welcome.
what you are, mate.